Hey guys, it's Lean Cuisine here, back again with another. Wait a minute. Overlord here, back again with another review. And today we are having a look at the Marvel Select Carnage. Now, I have been waiting about a year to finally get this dude. I have to say, I'm very, very pleased with him. I have a little gripe, but it's nothing too major because I don't typically do that a lot. But we'll get to that in a minute. Here's the box. I typically show Marvel Select boxes because they're a little bit cooler. And then there's the picture up there. It's pretty much just a generic picture. And on the back you have, let's lift the camera up. You have the figure, you have the interchangeable heads, and that's kind of the gripe I'm going to get to in a minute here. And then you have the figure in its entirety. And then down here you got Cable and Zombie Magneto, and a bio, which you can pause and read at your own leisure. That's the box. It's got a little insert for all their other junk, probably just mini mates and crap no one wants. So, we're just going to look at the figure. So, Carnage comes with a lot of stuff. You know? If we can put him in front of the camera. There. Putting him in front of the camera will do much good. Yeah, so Carnage comes with a lot of stuff. He comes with all these different tendrils here, which you can remove and, you know, interchange. This one's a little bit loose on mine. So shoot, where's the hole? Ah, dang it. There it is. So yeah. There it is. God, it's all the way down there. I have a hard time finding the little holes on this dude, but once you find them, they go in. They're pretty snug. But he's got another one on his back, and then he's got the two on his arms, and then the three that are currently being used. He does actually come with a few other tendrils. They're just kind of straight. Comes with 4 of them, I believe. Yeah, comes with 4 of them. So they're actually different in size, and even the ends are a little different. This is a skinnier one, I believe. And this is a, well, that might be, no. As you can tell, they're a little bit different in length, even though mine are a little bit bent. A little bit. You can warp these if you have them on his back and you lay them down. They will warp like this. Obviously, you're probably going to want a little bit more curvature to it, but you know, whatever. And then he also comes with the interchangeable heads, which we looked at on the back of the box, which is what you're going to see for this video, because the heads get the ball pegs stuck in them. And what do I mean by that? Well, if we pull Cassie's head off here, you can see that the ball peg gets jammed in the head, meaning no head swap for you, although I haven't tried it with this one. Well, I was able to jam this one just on top of the stump here, and it would actually stay, so that's not the case with the other heads. I already tried it with the Ultimate or Modern head, but those aren't the heads I'm going to use to display this guy anyway, so it's no sweat off my back, you know. He also has some interchangeable hands. So pulling these out, we're just going to look at these quick individually. He's got this one, which looks more like a Freddy Krueger's claw. Some blades on it. Really cool. He's got a hinge at the wrist, which is nice. Gives you a decent range of motion. And then he also has this other one, which they're a little tough to pull out, but you can do it, and don't worry, you're not. The pegs on these are pretty solid, like the Venom, so you're not going to have any problems. This one has the hinge too. This one is more like a Wolverine type claw. They're not that sharp, but I will say be careful, you don't want to break them. His other hands are these two gnarly looking weapons. He's got this giant axe / sickle blade, and then he's got this other sword / spear-like blade. Just good for hacking people to pieces like he likes to do. And I prefer to put the sword there, or I guess the blade there, and then the axe on this side. Now this actually harkens back to the it's really squeaky on mine, the axe blade anyway. This harkens back to the 90s figure who came with similar attachments. Not really a blade, but he did come with the axe hand here. And that's really effing cool, man. That just looks awesome like that. Look at that. I mean, that's fantastic. So, he comes with a lot of stuff. I'm not going to display him with these, but I will probably try and take some more pics with these. The tendril fell off his arm. Yeah, so it's typically why I interchange parts behind camera. And then when you initially swap them out for the first time, the hands are a little bit loose, but you can manage. They'll stiffen up a little bit over time. There. The tendrils like to pop out too. If they really bug you, though, you can just glue them how you want to display him. The other one fell out too. So, with that being said, let's have a look at this guy's articulation now. He does have the rotation in the head. He also has a bit of a side-to-side that way. And he looks up and down. Not too much, but enough. He's got a diaphragm joint that works really well. He leans back a little bit forward and he rotates. And he also has a tilt to it. He's got a waist swivel as well as in and out at the shoulder. If you mess with it, you can get it up further, but I don't want to bust it, so. He's got a swivel in the shoulder as well, swivel in the bicep, single hinge at the elbow, and of course he's got the swivel and hinge at the wrist like we talked about. He also has in and out at the hips. This hip is a little bit hindered due to the sculpt on the outside here. This hip, not so much. It's even a fair bit looser. They also move forward and back, and then they have a swivel down here at the thigh. I don't really like that cut, but it's there nonetheless. He's got double jointed knees, gives you about that much, And then he also has a hinge in the foot, forward and backward, and he has an ankle rocker, which is really nice. This foot doesn't move as far forward, although maybe I'm just not pushing it enough, but I still don't want to break it because this is a fantastic piece, and I'd hate to do that to poor Cassie here. But since we have gone and straightened him out some, let's compare him to a few other Carnages that I have sitting out right now. And of course, where else are we going to start but the Marvel Legends Infinite one, the best 6-inch scale one. I have to say this one is the better figure, but yeah, he's a little big. And then comparing him to the old Toy Biz figure, of course he is much, much better than that. And then the last Carnage I have access to, oh, little kitties, here is the Masher. So, it's a Carnage party, yeah. So, as you can tell, I like the character. But I will say I do like my Venom too, so here is the Select Venom. I have to fix mine's left leg, because this is not a like father, like son scenario, where Carnage will do this crap. So, my Venom has a little bit of a QC error on his right leg here. As you can see, that wiggles a bit, and that wiggles a bit. I think a hairdryer will fix that. I'm not sure, though. I'll have to do an update video or something on that. But that's about it, guys. That is Marvel Select Carnage. I'll be doing a full comparison of this guy to his superior Marvel Legends counterpart in a couple of weeks. And I'll be doing one of Venom in the next week. So stay tuned for those, guys. And of course, this guy gets a 10 out of 10. One of my favorite figures I picked up this year. So definitely stay tuned, because he is going to be showing up on my channel at the end of the year for top pickups. So yeah, until next time, catch you guys later, and remember, spread some carnage. That was actually pretty good. Alrighty, catch you guys later.